Oh my. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy D-Walk71. Replace day with a 4. And I am here with my WWE Survivor Series review for you guys, 2016. Alright, I'm back. I was just laughing, bro, because the ending of Survivor Series was hilarious. But I'm going to say my intro once again. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy D-Walk71. Replace day with a 4. And I'm here with my WWE Survivor Series review for you guys, 2016 Survivor Series. The tagline, Fantasy Warfare becomes real, or something like that. Let's get into the show. So first we had a little pre-show gimmick stuff. We had a 2-hour pre-show, which means we get 2 matches. We got a 6-man cruiserweight tag match with on the heel side it was Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and what's that guy's name? I forgot his name already. Araria Davari's brother, taking on Noam Dar, Rich Swann, and TJ Perkins. It was a 6-man tag match. The faces won. The next match we had Kane versus what was that? We have Kane versus Luke Harper. Pretty average match. Kane ended up winning. So then we end up getting into the actual show. Fantasy Warfare comes alive. We open up with the Women's Survivor Series match. We have Raw coming out first. Team Raw, Team SmackDown. If you don't know the teams, I'll fill you in. The Team Raw, Nia Jax, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, led by the WWE Raw Women's Champion Charlotte, accompanied by her protege. Oh my God, her protege Dana Brooke. Then we have Team SmackDown, led by Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella, with Natalya as the coach. All right, so we get into the match, right? The Raw women, they get out there, they do their thing. Then the SmackDown women come out, and everybody comes out but the leader, Nikki Bella. So then a couple seconds after, we get a video package, a video or something of basically Nikki Bella on the ground. She got hit from behind in the head, and she don't know what happened. So then Daniel Bryan says, "Oh, Natalya, go in there and fill in." And the crowd popped because we all know Natalya's from Canada, so she was gonna get the big pop. So we end up getting into the match. The match was alright, I guess. I'm not gonna go into each individual elimination because I can't remember each individual. I'm just gonna talk about some of the important stuff. Nia Jax went off tonight. She was a complete monster. She took out everybody. She threw, I believe, Naomi into the ring post, the little metal ring post, the new ring post they got, those giant things, and then threw her on the outside. She completely tossed everybody, bro. Like, she was crazy. Like, Nia Jax went crazy. Like, this is what I expect from Nia Jax. I hope she continues to do her thing on the main roster, because that was amazing. So then after that, people get eliminated, this, that, and other. So then the final 2, or it was a 2-1 situation. Everybody got eliminated. Becky representing Team SmackDown. For Team Raw, it was Sasha and Sasha got eliminated early, actually. Charlotte and Bayley. So Charlotte was actually going at it with Becky, then she tagged in Bayley. No, Bayley broke it up, I believe, tagged herself in, and then they went at it. Bayley ended up hitting Becky Lynch with the belly to Bayley, her finisher. Then after the match, Charlotte completely dominated. She destroyed Bayley because the match is over. They only had to be teammates for one match. The match is over. She ends up destroying Bayley, to show her dominance. And also, I'm guessing this is showing that we're going to get a women's title match at Roadblock end of line between Bayley and Charlotte for the women's championship. That was a pretty nice opener, I guess. It was cool. So then the next match we had the Intercontinental Championship match. We have Sami Zayn representing Raw, taking on the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, one of my favorite YouTubers, Wiser, had mentioned this in his Survivor Series prediction video. This match is unnecessary now because if you watch SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler was the one who made the challenge for the Intercontinental Championship match, not The Miz, but Dolph. And since The Miz won the championship, he shouldn't be in this match because this is Dolph's challenge. But, you know, WWE logic, nothing makes sense in WWE. So we ended up having a match. And the match was all right. It was a very good, competitive, back-to-back match. We got The Miz working on Sami Zayn's leg a lot, actually. Kind of like how Joe was working on Nakamura's leg a little bit. We had, you know, near falls, near submissions with figure fours. And, you know, the match was all right, man. I knew The Miz was going to win because if SmackDown loses the Intercontinental Championship, they'll just be like NXT, one major championship for the men and women in a tag team title, no mid-card title. And Raw doesn't need another mid-card title. So they end up getting the Intercontinental Championship. So the ending of this match, essentially, Sami Zayn finally puts The Miz in a figure four, right? Puts The Miz in a figure four. And then Maurice taps the bell, and Sami Zayn thought he won. And then The Miz rolled up Sami Zayn, 1, 2, 3. The Miz retains his Intercontinental Championship. You really thought that Sami Zayn was going to win. Nah. So then the next match we end up having the second Survivor Series match of the evening. We have the tag team Survivor Series match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I'm going to break down the teams once again. So for Team Raw, who came out first, we got the New Day as the leading captains because of the tag team champions. The Shiesty Puerto Ricans, the Shining Stars. We got the two bald dudes, Gallows and Anderson. You got who else is on there? Cesaro and Sheamus. And then who else is on the Raw team? You got New Day, Enzo and Big Cass. There you go, Enzo and Big Cass. And on the SmackDown team, you got the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Rhino and Heath Slater. You have who else? Who else is on there? Them Thugs, the Usos. You got the Hype Bros. You got the Gay Porn Stars. Breezango with the crop tops on. They actually wrestled in the crop tops. And then you also had who else was on their team? American Alpha. There you go. So the match, it was a good match due to it being very spot fest heavy. The beginning of the match, the New Day were eliminated like first, I believe. No, it wasn't the New Day. The Breezango was eliminated first, then the New Day were eliminated. Yes, but Fandango was hilarious because he took his little ticket, because they have a gimmick where they're fashion police, so they took a ticket for people who like dress bad, and they just start throwing it at people. And they threw it at Xavier Woods. They start throwing it at the people on the Raw tag team. Basically, just being petty, you know. And then we end up having Kofi Kingston get eliminated next by them Thugs. He got that super kick, and the New Day were instantly out. The Raw Tag Team Champions, might I add, were eliminated first for the Raw side. So then eliminations happen here and there. I'm not going to go through every single one. We got people throwing on the outside dives. We got American Alpha went crazy. Chad Gable with the nice German suplex he did. The nice little dive he did on the outside, which I didn't expect from him. It was great. But the ending of this match consisted of two teams left. Two teams that I'm guessing WWE is trying to build, because forget American Alpha. They had the Usos and Cesaro and Sheamus as the final two. These two went at it for a couple minutes, and it was really interesting. It was like a lot of near falls. We had, super kicks to Cesaro putting one of the Usos in the sharpshooter, and like Sheamus bro kicking one. I don't know how to explain it. It was like they were super kicks, uppercuts, all that. But the ending consisted of Cesaro putting one of the Usos in a sharpshooter, while Sheamus bro kicked the other Uso trying to hit Cesaro with a super kick, and the other Uso tapped out, and Cesaro and Sheamus were the surviving team of this Raw tag team, gimmick for the Survivor Series. They were the sole survivors, and I guess WWE is trying to build these two as a tag team now, since they won a whole Survivor Series match as a team. So they're pretty much establishing themselves. And we had a little tease of them actually trying to be cool with each other until Sheamus trolled him. Cesaro stuck his hand out. Sheamus was about to, and then he just put his hand back, slicked his hair back. The little gimmick people do. So then after that, we end up having the Cruiserweight title match. low-key a match that was kind of a sleeper. Like, it was actually pretty decent. People didn't expect it to be, I don't think. On my notes, I have Mickey James instead of Brian Kendrick because I don't know, my mind wasn't working at the time. So we ended up having the match. It was a pretty good match. We had a couple botches from Kalisto. You know, everybody's going crazy over the Kalisto botch from SmackDown. Anyway, we get the Kalisto. But Kalisto, he went in though. I'm not gonna lie, him and Brian Kendrick put on a show. We had Kalisto hitting I don't know the name of the move. It's a move where Kalisto has the person and then he does a backflip and the person who's doing the move is doing a front flip and they land on the opponent's back. Kalisto did that off of the apron onto the outside. And Brian Kendrick transitioned into the captain's hook or the bully choke, whatever you want to call it, from the top rope. It was so clean. It was clean. It was clean. Then the ending of this match. Okay, so the ending of this match, we have Kalisto about to go for, he's going with all these crazy moves, trying to come back, making us really think he's going to win. And then, boom, Baron Corbin comes in from behind, smacks Brian Kendrick down, then goes to Kalisto, hits him with the end of days because they are having a feud on SmackDown. What better way to, spark a feud with Kalisto and Baron Corbin and have Baron Corbin cost Kalisto a championship match? I mean, hey. Honestly, I feel like Kalisto should have won or something should have happened that allowed the Cruiserweight division to go to SmackDown because I feel like it would be in everybody else's benefit if the Cruiserweight division was on SmackDown because then the 205 Live show was after SmackDown, so then they would just be there. Then they wouldn't have to travel from wherever Raw is to SmackDown, but that's not the main reason. I think they're going to keep it on Raw and have them just go to SmackDown or whatever, or maybe they'll even split the Cruiserweight division up. I honestly don't know what they're going to do from here. I just hope the Cruiserweight division gets better because right now the Cruiserweight division is kind of dead. The fans are not, going crazy for it. They're just, doing whatever. So then we end up having a segment backstage of Baron Corbin, just walking all confident and stuff. And then Daniel Bryan approaches him and basically just asks him, like, what are you doing? He said, I took out one little peasant. I don't mind taking out another. And then Daniel Bryan just told him, get out my face, go. So, boom, planting seeds of Baron Corbin not giving a crap about anything but himself. Boom. That was good. So the next match we end up having, we had the final Survivor Series match. Wow. Let me introduce the teams first. This match actually had a video package too, by the way. We ended up having Team SmackDown, which was AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Shane O'Mac himself, the Raw Commissioner, the SmackDown Commissioner. And that was the Raw team, with James Ellsworth being the team mascot. So then on Team Raw, we end up having the man, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman. Yes, Braun Strowman. Yes, the man Braun Strowman. So then we end up having a match. This match was about an hour long. I'm not gonna lie, but it was entertaining because I was in a call talking to some people from this Discord group I'm in, and it made the match even more funny. But this match was extremely long, and I'm not gonna go into every single eliminations like I've said before, but I'm just gonna talk about some key moments. Okay, so Dean Ambrose got eliminated first, by the way, and he's like supposed to be a main eventer, right? He got eliminated first. So let's just get that out the way. He got eliminated first. So then Braun Strowman, the way he got eliminated was that he was put through a table from Shane O'Mac, and he got counted out. But the way he got counted out was that he couldn't get into the ring because James Ellsworth was holding his foot, his leg, or whatever. So after that happened, we end up having James Ellsworth get dragged from under the ring. He's running. He trips. Braun Strowman takes James Ellsworth and throws him off of the stage into a table. I was dead because James Ellsworth just died. He died. James Ellsworth is dead at this point. He's dead. He's done. Braun Strowman killed him. Then he just walked backstage because he doesn't care. And another key elimination was the elimination of Kevin Owens. He destroyed Chris Jericho's list. Yes, he destroyed Chris Jericho's list. Kevin Owens hit AJ Styles in the back with the list after AJ Styles provoked Kevin Owens, hit him in the back with the list. Then after he did that, Kevin Owens got disqualified. You know, Jericho got eliminated later down the line, but this is more or less the best parts later in the match. So we have this huge spot. I pray to God that Shane McMahon is okay, because this spot was crazy. So we have Shane O'Mac. You know, he's going crazy, hitting all kind of Zumba punches on people. Yes, I said Zumba punch because he punches like he's in a Zumba or an aerobics class or something. And then he's just going crazy, hitting different moves. And then he sets up Roman Reigns for the coast to coast. We think he's going to hit the coast to coast. But I could tell that Roman Reigns is going to catch him with a spear. And this went wrong, in my opinion. So they hit a spear. Like, okay, so Shane McMahon, just imagine this. Shane McMahon going for the coast to coast. And while he's in the air, Roman gets up and spears him. That's what happened. But the effects of it sounds good on paper. But the effects of what happened... So basically, Shane McMahon's head bounced off of the mat. I think he possibly has a concussion. And somehow Roman Reigns survived, even though it looked like he landed directly on his head. It looked like a good spot, but the effects of it really wasn't good. I hope Shane McMahon is fine, because he had to be carried out the arena after he got pinned. Like, we didn't know what was happening. But I guess, you know, in Latin terms, the show must go on. So... honestly, I forgot how AJ Styles got eliminated. I believe he got speared. I don't know how. I'm trying to think how he got eliminated, but he did. But he ended up getting buried before. Oh, no, I know why. Dean Ambrose came back out into the ring and attacked AJ Styles because they were fighting during the match before Dean got eliminated, because, you know, they're feuding right now. So we put this into the match instead of, you know, waiting till SmackDown or something. So they end up fighting. Dean comes back. They bring referees, security guards, everybody, right? And then we get the Shield moment. And this is where Vince McMahon's a smart man. The Shield debuted at Survivor Series, and they reunited once again at Survivor Series. Just know this. They're all faces, and they all trust each other now, allegedly. Fingers, quotations or whatever. And they ended up hitting the triple power bomb on AJ Styles. They hit the triple power bomb on AJ Styles, I believe. Yeah, they put him through the table. And Roman Reigns is a complete dick to tables. He went to one table, right? He went to one table. He's like, nah, let me go mess with the Spanish announce table. Puts AJ Styles through the Spanish announce table. And I believe that's how AJ Styles got eliminated. So then the ending of this match. Okay, so, you know, I believe the Shield whole thing happened before. I don't know if it happened before or after Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon practically killed each other. But then we get to the final two being Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton for SmackDown, and the other two being Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, with Luke Harper ended up coming out of nowhere to help, and Roman Reigns instantly took him out. Seth Rollins tried to come back, but he just couldn't. He got eliminated. He took that RKO, and it was one of the craziest RKOs. So Seth Rollins is on the top row. He goes for a frog splash and gets caught in midair with an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Rollins get out of here. 2-1. You already know Roman Reigns is going to do his thing. You know he's going to come back. Takes out Luke Harper, I believe. Then goes back into the ring. Hits a Superman punch on Orton. Hits a Superman punch on Bray, right? And then, you know, Orton is, ooh-wah. He's going for the spear. Randy Orton comes out of nowhere, pushes Bray Wyatt out the way, sacrifices himself, takes the spear. Bray Wyatt comes out of nowhere. Sister Abigail, boom. 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt wins the Survivor Series tag match. Do you know what this does for Bray Wyatt now? Bray Wyatt is, I think they're starting to put more stock into Bray Wyatt. They're actually trying to build him now, because before he was getting jobbed out. And now they're actually building the gimmick Bray Wyatt. Whoa, I've been waiting for this day. Hopefully this is not just something they're doing and then they're just going to forget about Bray Wyatt. Hopefully they'll actually stick to this. This was great. This really helped Bray Wyatt because he won the match. He has so much, like, bragging rights on SmackDown. He's going to get a lot of stuff for this because he won the match. He's the one who got the pinfall, right? As for Raw, Stephanie McMahon is going to have a fit on Raw. The match overall was good. Like, I actually enjoyed the match. It was pretty good. It was like an hour long, though. So after the match, I had to go get me a snack or something. And then they had the little promo for the main event, which was we had Brock Lesnar taking on Goldberg, who's coming back. The whole reason this match is happening is because of WWE 2K17 pre-order bonus character taking on the cover star, because why not? And then we end up having the match. Brock Lesnar comes out first, then Goldberg comes out with his clean entrance. He even had the security guards this time coming in, does the pyro. Then we end up having the match. They get the 2 special introductions. The match happens. Shove to Brock Lesnar, 2 spears to Brock Lesnar, then a jackhammer to Brock Lesnar. 1, 2, 3. The match is over. The match was like 2 minutes, bro. This is the main event. Brock Lesnar got jobbed out at Survivor Series, and I know what WWE's doing. They're making Brock Lesnar no longer a beast. They're making him look beatable now, so they can make a star out of somebody probably. But I don't know why they couldn't use somebody that's actually on the roster and not use somebody like Goldberg, who's not even signed to WWE. He's just showing up, I guess. And this match, like, after this, Goldberg act like he won the championship. This man went around the whole arena shaking everybody's hand. Paul Heyman in disbelief, bro. I've never seen Paul Heyman in disbelief like this before, because Brock Lesnar's been so strong. And then he goes in, hugs his child. He brings his child in the ring, who doesn't have a shirt on, by the way. His son didn't have a shirt on. I was confused for a second. He was just walking around with his son. They both didn't have their shirts on. I don't know. And then the pay-per-view ended. My thoughts, I give Survivor Series a 7.5 out of 10. I was going to give it an 8, but then I was like, let me give it a 7.5. I'm doing too much. I'm not putting it on the same scale as NXT. NXT TakeOver Toronto was good. This beat my expectations. I expect this pay-per-view to be complete trash because of the way Raw has been booked, the way SmackDown is kind of slowing down their pace a little bit. By the way, WWE's been booking a lot of stuff. I thought this pay-per-view would have been trash, but it was actually decent. It was worth, I don't know if it was worth the 4 hours though, but it was worth me watching it. Like, I missed The Walking Dead because of this, and I don't regret it because of it. Yeah, so now Brock Lesnar is a jobber. He jobbed out to Goldberg, and now he's beatable. So now somebody's going to beat Brock Lesnar, or something's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a WrestleMania rematch. I don't know. But you guys know what to do, right? Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do everything to support me. Links to all of my social medias and places to find me down in the description below. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.